gonna do my bars to Danny because he didn't live up to his word and show up to the battle. I don't really mean to sound like a little bitch for it, but it's really gotten on my nerves because he hyped it up so much. I mean, I called him out, but I don't like battling. It's not my thing at all. But he talked it up so much. Like, I've heard of so many people. The dude had like 100+ bars ready to take action on me, but couldn't protect his bins. Now he had to leave the city. Wonder where he's been. First off, I don't like one mark, and I especially don't like you. You came to a new city, you started beef with the whole scene. How fucking long was you at Q? Man, your whole stance was vegan. You didn't want beef, then it was in front of you when your mouth's full. I might start calling you Nas, because all you needed was one mic to get punched in the mouth, fool. I was gonna come harder than when I had your mother on all fours, but the reason that I asked you to battle was just to prove that dogs come when they're called. But I was wrong, and I'm not sure how cleaning my act up was an insult. You still look like a junkie. You're so pale and skinny you thought white supremacy was a skin tone. You look like Harry Potter's been shooting up methadone. You don't look like you've slept in weeks, Danny. Maybe you should leave the fucking meth alone. Or maybe it's them crushed up benzos that are getting to your mind state. But in this state, as you can probably tell, we don't take lightly to fake rappers and the keyboards they hide behind, mate. Look, I wasn't going there to win or to lose. Truth be told, you were just a speed hump in my afternoon. In the USA, you're a day behind, true. That means that we're from different time zones by nature, but since birth, I've always been a step and a day ahead of you. Everyone there knew that I would body you, but you had to dig pretty deep to find shit on me. I think it's funny you went on that archaeology tip, getting dirt off bones, so all your facts on me were history. Man, you don't mean shit to me. Even just doing this, I'm already bored and tired. I've just got a quick question, Danny. Why don't you tell authorities the date that your fucking visa expires? And yo, you're gonna bring up my brother being locked up. Still see more bars than you claim to be. Meanwhile, your biggest claim to fame would have been all them people being there because you were in the same place as me. I saw that Facebook post, begging for background, acting like you were out for blood. But the irony was, even mentioning my name was the most buzz your Facebook page has had in months. And yo, let's take a look back in time so you can remember. You were calling me Nate Dogg like I should be offended, but every rapper in the history of hip-hop paid homage to him, so basically you were calling me a legend. And yo, when you addressed my mum on Facebook, I guess you could say I took it calmly, but I was this close to waging war, running up in your family home in Baghdad like the United States Army. You can't harm me. I heard you committed the killing, but it was your mirror's image that witnessed it. You're like that insignificant sibling that tried to hold on to his mother's clitoris. Your whole life's been a hit and miss. I wasn't even going there to battle. I was just going to prove how much of a disappointment you are to Daryl. That's right, Danny. Your daddy doesn't actually like you. I mean, the only time that you guys talk is when you're asking for money or somebody's trying to fight you. Yo, you know that's true. But you write raps like you wrote that statement, but even with your cop friends, you'll never ever put bars in front of Nathan. I just straight up don't like you. I wouldn't classify it as hating, but I'm just curious. How much money did your fucking dad leave you here to play with? And I'm wondering if that plain bitch on your hip will be the plaintiff in your little scuffle with Mick, but I'm not really saying you're a snitch, but the way you keep on opening your mouth, now would be a great time to start sucking on my dick. Yeah, I heard your chick's been sleeping around. Shit, I'll take her off your hands when you get deported. But you should ask me what she'd prefer. A broke junkie busking on the street or someone with their own house, a job, and can actually afford it. Hey, yo, do you remember that time when Scoobs went scuba diving in Mia's pipes? And then when you found out, you rang the dude? But it wasn't because you were angry, it was just to cry and ask him why. Really, Danny, the best you could come up with was average guy? Alright, I get it, because average guy and Talakai rhyme and fuck it, never mind. Yeah, I thought I'd never find someone with a bigger ego than me. Well, Danny, you were it. You were calling me average, but I'd prefer to be average than a complete piece of shit. And yo, you go down to Oasis and busk 4 hours for $40. Man, that's hopeless. All this time you thought you were making new fans, but in Australia we just call that donating to the homeless. So how are you going to try and diss me for making money? Fair enough, I date raped your chick. I think it's safe to say I got past first base and that the first date was sick. But I think you've overstayed your holiday. Your ship has sailed, kid. All that talk about you making a song with K, well, here's somebody that actually did. You've skipped so many countries, they're starting to call you FedEx. You're pretty clever, Danny, making your name a reference to Xanax. Yes, we know they're sleeping pills, but no, Danny, you were not slept on. You just make shit songs called Rainbow and look like you're from Cessna. Fuck it, I've had enough of this shit. Danny, I was only going there because you said you were going to body me, but you're an American with the English flag tattooed on his leg. That means that you're voluntarily a bitch to our colony. You faggot. Time cunt. Yeah, that's my bars there. But don't worry, Danny, I'll take good care of your girlfriend. She can practice her pole dancing on me. Peace.